What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got, well, frankly, a couple of bits of pretty important news, one of which is kind of expected but very good and very enticing, and one of which is not quite as good, I think it's fair to say. So why don't we start off there with the unfortunate news that we do have officially announced delays coming for both BT8, that is the next set, and for the next lot of starter decks, that is starter decks 9 and 10. Now, these were all due to be released on the 6th of May, and unfortunately we do have a delay now, and the delay does depend on where you are in the world. So to start off with BT8 New Awakening, here's what we've been told. Hello Digimon Tamers! While Bandai and our distribution partners are making our utmost efforts to provide our players with widely available product on time, global freight logistics continue to impact our product shipping and release schedule. Due to a shipping delay, we regret to inform you that we must postpone the release of this product as follows. So, New Awakening, we've got a new release of Europe, Latin America and Oceania on the 13th of May, which means the pre-release will be the weekend before on the 6th of May. And in North America, we've got May the 27th, with the pre-release happening 1 week before on May the 20th. Is this ideal? No. Obviously not. Is it avoidable? Probably not, if I'm honest with you. And this is one of those unfortunate things, and I hate to tell you guys, but look, I'm well aware, okay? I am not blind to the fact I know that there have been multiple delays. I know that that's a thing. I know that we have seen these products delayed a few times, and I know that the US often gets the worst of the delays, and I know that the US has gotten the worst of the delays this time round. I am aware of all of this. The thing is, I find it hard to be mad. Now, don't get me wrong, I am extremely excited for BT8. I'm going to be going and picking up a bunch. I am extremely excited for the pre-release of BT8, and I will be picking up, honestly, because of the Gamamon promo, more on that in a minute, I'm probably going to be picking up at least 2 pre-release kits and doing a little pre-release at home, which I sometimes do, sometimes don't, but I probably will this time round. The fact of the matter is, firstly, this is unavoidable, and secondly, one of the things I continue to give Bandai and the Digimon team credit for, and I think they really deserve credit for this, is they tell us. Like, it's not some random, hey, is there going to be a delay, I've heard a rumour, and to be fair, this time I did hear that for like a day or two till the announcement came down. It is just, hey, there's a delay, here's what you need to know, here's a new date. And there's not really much more they can do. Short of magicking the product where it needs to go, the best they can do is get it to us as soon as possible, and the delay isn't huge, so that seems to be happening, and make sure that we are fully informed as soon as possible. Which seems to have happened. There's not much we can do. In terms of the why, I mean, look, the damn panic's not over and we've got all the other stuff going on in the world. The fact of the matter is, global logistics are actually super awkward at the moment. Things are getting delayed left, right and centre. It's not just Digimon. It happens. If anybody wants to know why the US has later releases and this keeps happening, I can't tell you for absolute certain, but one of the leading candidates for me in terms of a reason is just the fact that you guys have a very large country with lots of players. And the fact of the matter is that really impacts things. It's super awkward to try and get stuff to the whole of the US, and we all know if they tried to do a staggered release around the US where some states got it on this date and other states got it on this date, etc., that would just be super awkward, it wouldn't work, so they don't do that. They make sure everybody gets it at the same time. Now, it is also super important to note that actually, in terms of tournaments, this is not a big deal. It's not like the Digimon finals are happening anytime soon. They're just not. So, we're good. This isn't going to make a huge difference. Sure, the Ultimate Cup is happening, but it doesn't really matter. Because the Ultimate Cup is locked by region. So even if we ended up in a situation where some regions had the cards and some regions didn't, it wouldn't matter, because your region, either everybody would have it, or everybody wouldn't have it, and that's all that really matters. The most important thing is that nobody ends up disadvantaged. What we don't want is a situation where some people have it and some people don't have it, and then it's unfair. That is what we are really trying to avoid here, and that's not happening. So, disappointing? Yes, absolutely. No argument there. Super annoying for those of you in the US that have to wait a couple weeks longer than everybody else? Yes. No argument there. Super annoying. I am not going to pretend for a second that it's not super annoying. But actually, when it really comes down to it, it doesn't really matter. And let's face it, the Ultimate Cup is happening end of April, very beginning of May anyway. So it's not like we were going to have this set for the Ultimate Cup anyway. So I wouldn't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did tell you that we also had a situation in terms of the upcoming starter decks. It's the same situation. And what I mean by that is that delays have been confirmed. It does vary by region, and the dates are the same. So, the starter decks in Europe, Latin America, and Oceania are May the 13th, same date as New Awakening. And for North America are May the 27th, same day as New Awakening. So those starter decks are coming, and remember, these are with, I think there's one reprint option in each one, but outside of that, these are new cards. They're very cool. Yes, you need to buy 2 of each of them. I'm sorry, because some cards come as 2 ofs and they're pretty good, so you need to buy 2 decks to get a playset. They're coming. They're going to be fine. We'll get them on the same day. Remember, pre-releases are a week early, and the pre-releases of BT8 I'm really excited about, because, I mean, you get your Agamon Winners promo, don't care, but you get your Gamamon promo. And that's what I really care about. Everyone who enters the New Awakening pre-release gets a Gamamon promo, which incidentally is why I want more than one pre-release kit, because I want more than one Gamamon promo. That will make me happy. In terms of pre-release cards, the BBmon I like. There is a Pulsemon in the card, but it's a common. There will be no pre-release stamp. Boo, etc. And then obviously we've got Gamamon because he is adorable. So yeah, that's what I want. Remember that entering the pre-release will get you a pre-release pack with 2 random uncommons and rares stamped with pre-release. So yes, it's delayed. Yes, it sucks. No, it's not the end of the world. It's not impacting tournaments. It's not great. I'd rather it wasn't delayed, but actually, in reality, it doesn't make a big difference. And I do know, and this is where it does make a difference, I am aware that some people will, for instance, have taken time off work so that they could attend pre-releases, etc. For those people, then yes, this is actually a big deal. If you're one of those people, you have my sympathy. That's actually rubbish. But unless you fit into that quite narrow subset of people who have arranged their work around it, etc., it's going to be fine, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be all right. But if we finish on some happier news today, as expected, we finally have actual news about BT10 Cross Encounter. Now, I mean, even saying that's a little bit disingenuous. I showed you the other day the very first cards from BT10, and I showed you that things are looking a little bit awkward. We've got that cross mechanic, and also, right, bunch of you guys took time out of your day to drop a bit of the Digimon Fusion, Digimon Cross, call it what you will, lore in the comment section of that video. To everyone that took time out of their day to tell me a little bit about how these Digimon mechanics work in the anime, you guys are awesome. I love that you took the time to do that. That was super cool of you. I am very appreciative. It's a new set with lots of weird mechanics. We've seen that there's lots of mechanics to put Digimon under tamers, and then there's a tamer that lets you essentially take Digimon out and put it under other Digimon. It's a little bit weird, and I think there's a lot that still needs to be said about this. But the good news is we finally got some information. We have a confirmed release date of May the 27th, which is the day that BT8 comes out in North America. We've got a good look at the booster pack artwork, a confirmation of the name, which is, as I mentioned a moment ago, Cross Encounter, and we've got ourselves a rarity breakdown. And that is, as I suggested in the video the other day, exactly the same as we're used to, but with a third secret rare. We generally get 112 cards per set. This time we got 113. I suggested the other day that was probably going to be due to an extra secret rare, and if we put this side by side with a rarity breakdown from BT8, we can see they've both got 44 common, 30 uncommon, 26 rare, 10 super rare, And then we see that New Awakening has 2 secret rares, but Cross Encounter has 3. But we saw this, BT4, Great Legend had a 3rd super rare, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's not a big deal. If you are collecting the sets like I am, it means you have to try and track down an extra secret rare, but unless it's hyper playable, you'll be to be fair, they are mostly quite playable, but the secret rares are never terribly expensive, as long as you don't want the alternate arts. You will be fine. One quick note the other day in the video, and like I said, this is a bit of the risk. When I'm making these videos, I'm trying to bring you the news as up to date as possible where I can. And I brought you the BT10 reveal moments after it was made, and when I showed you Shoutmon, I told you that it was a bit weird that it said it could Digivolve from a Digimon with Crossheart in its traits that was a level 2 for 0 memory, bearing in mind it's a level 3, so it can just Digivolve from a level 2 for 0 memory. As a bunch of you pointed out, and I figured out pretty quickly after the video, what this almost certainly is referring to is that if the Digitama has the Crosshearts trait, you can actually Digivolve from any color Digitama, so Shoutmon can fit into a non-red deck because of that. And actually that's really quite cool, so yeah, quite a bit better than we thought it was the other day. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good news is BT10 is coming. We have some news, and that is lovely. The bad news is BT8 is coming a little bit slower than we thought, and that's a bit sad. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how sad you are about BT8, and I'm hoping we can all understand that it's not Bandai being mean, it's just the way things are. And I want to know how excited you are for BT10. Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.